The pulse of a new dawn. In the heart of Amara, a fictional town known for its blend of tradition and innovation, the sun rose on a day like no other. The streets buzzed with energy, not from the usual morning rush, but from a movement simmering beneath the surface for months. The youth of Amara, tired of being unheard and unseen, were rising, their voices echoing through the town with a newfound determination. At the forefront of this wave was Amani, a 19-year-old student with fire in her heart. Her dark eyes gleamed with purpose as she joined the gathering in the central square. The air was thick with anticipation, and the chants of her peers filled the space, a symphony of resolve. Amani was no stranger to the struggles of her generation: unemployment, broken promises, a system that seemed to favor the few over the many. But today, she felt something different in the air. Today, they were not just protesting, they were demanding change. In the crowd, Amani spotted Saul, a 22-year-old visionary whose ideas had already started to change Amara. Saul wasn't like most, he had built something extraordinary, an app that connected the town's young creatives, allowing them to share their talents, collaborate on projects, and support one another. It was more than just technology, it was a lifeline, a way for the youth to bypass the traditional barriers that held them back. "Saul," Amani called out as she approached him. "This can't just be another protest. We need to do more." Saul nodded, his mind already racing with possibilities. "We will. But it starts here, with our voices and with the tools we've created. This is just the beginning." Together, they sought out Zawadi, a 17-year-old with a smile that could light up a room and a social media following that could shake the foundations of power. Zawadi wasn't just popular, she was influential. Her videos, a mix of humor and hard-hitting truths, had captured the attention of thousands, and today, she was ready to use that influence for something greater. The first speaker took the makeshift stage as the trio stood at the square's edge. The crowd fell silent, listening intently as the words flowed, each one striking a chord with the deep frustrations and unspoken dreams of those gathered. The movement was no longer just about the present, it was about reclaiming their future, but change never comes without resistance. News soon broke that a new law was being proposed, one that threatened to restrict the very freedoms that Saul's app and Zawadi's platform relied on. The town's elders, wary of the power that the youth were beginning to wield, saw this as a way to regain control. The announcement sent a ripple of fear through the movement, but Amani, Saul, and Zawadi knew that fear could be their greatest enemy, or their strongest motivator. "They want to silence us," Amani spoke into the camera, her voice steady. "But we won't be silenced. We are the heartbeat of Amara, and we will be heard." What followed was nothing short of revolutionary. The protest in the square grew into a town-wide movement, but it was online where the real battle was fought. Zawadi's voice rang out across the digital landscape, rallying the youth of Amara to stand up, to speak out, to use every tool at their disposal to fight back. Saul worked tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that the app remained a safe space for communication and organization, even as attempts were made to shut it down. The climax came on a day that would be remembered for generations. The square was filled to the brim with people, their faces a mix of hope and determination. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the town, the announcement came: the law had been amended. The youth of Amara had won a victory, not just for themselves, but for the generations that would follow. In the aftermath, the square was filled with celebration, but also reflection. Amani stood with Saul and Zawadi, watching as the crowd slowly dispersed, their hearts full but their minds already on the next challenge. "This isn't the end," Saul said quietly. "It's just the beginning." Amani nodded, a small smile playing on her lips. "We've shown them what we can do. Now we need to keep going." As they walked away from the square, the sounds of celebration still echoing behind them, the trio knew that the road ahead would be long and fraught with challenges. But they also knew that they had the strength, the unity, and the vision to overcome whatever came next.